got you out there, and 25 got you out there also. G7?
Yes, ma'am, we'll be clear, and 233 will be clear on the N4.
Come on. It's not getting any slower. What all the 187's at tonight? About a 211 or 1180. Hell, I'd even take a 1182 at this point. Oh. Jesus Christ, what the hell? Man, I ain't got no money for you. Get lost.
Don't want no money, pal. I wouldn't mind a hit off that whiskey bottle.
I ain't sharing with you. Beat it.
Hey, man, never hurts asking.
Something else I can do for you, buddy?
Nah, I don't need much these days. One place to sleep, maybe a little food in my belly. Some guy already gave me some dough to come up here and give you this.
The hell's that?
I don't know, looks like maybe an address.
What guy gave it to you?
Don't know, some guy woke me up in the park. Go to the corner of Ashland Street or give this to the man sitting in the car. That's you. Gave me 50 bucks to do it too.
Well?
Hey, you sure you ain't got a little of that whiskey to spare? For all, I brought you the note. Be a kindly fellow, let me get a little.
Hey, you hang around this park a lot? All right, now you see anything unusual around here? Any car wrecks or murders? You call me at that number, right? You call me before you call the cops, you got it? Is anything any good, I might throw a little dough your way.
Hey, you a reporter or something?
Something like that.
Okay, buddy, I see anything, I'll ring you. I'll ring you with my fancy cell phone. When I keep it in the pocket of my fancy suit. Guy thinks I'm gonna call him. On what? Ain't no payphones around anymore. Ain't got no cell in my pocket anyway.
It's gotta be the stupidest. All right, I guess I'm not gonna find anything else sitting here. Hello? Anybody here? Jamie Spencer, Night Watch. Hello? Anybody here?
Don't be shy, Mr. Spencer. Come on in and join the party. Now, Mr. Spencer, let's keep rolling. We want to get this all on film for all to see.
Who the hell are you and what the hell is all this?
Well, this is a story, and a darn good one at that. Now, could you move in all the way, please? Good. Good. Good, Mr. Spencer. Or may I call you Jamie?
Jamie's fine. What should I call you?
Let's not worry about that. That'll all come out before we're finished.
Okay, so what the hell is all this? What am I doing here? What are these people doing here?
So many questions. I never would have guessed that of you. I mean, with you just being a stringer and all, it's not like you're a real reporter. You're just a camera guy.
You seem to know a lot about me.
Yes, I do. I'm a man of research, I am. Jamie Spencer, son of John and Martha Spencer. Boring, predictable, lower middle class parents, both dead now, right? Born and raised right here in Decatur. Average childhood, nothing special. Average grades in high school. No sports, no debate team, no chess club, no clubs of any kind for that matter. Tried college, that didn't stick. Job jumped for several years until you happened to be in the right place at the right time. You caught a murder scene on your cell phone coming home from your neighborhood bar one night. And you sold that footage to a local TV team for a nice little bundle. After all, death sells, right? Well, you decided to give stringing a go. Got pretty good pretty fast at it. Started selling projects to all the local TV stations for a nice little sum of cash. And we all know what cash attracts, right? Bam! In walks the right woman. Bam! Married. Bam! Child a year later. Bam! Divorced the year after that. Tried being the weekend warrior dad for a number of years. You know, holidays and weekends are never enough time, right? Fast forward a few years, estranged teenage daughter, no girlfriend, still single, well, almost single. Seemed to be married to the job. It's the only thing you've ever really been good at. And that brings us to right here, right now. Am I right or am I right?
Wow, you just summed up my whole life in just a few minutes. Good for you. Still doesn't explain why I'm here and why these two are tied up like your hostages.
Small part of the story. Collateral damage, really. The punctuation to the end of my sentence. Well, the end of our sentence, now that you've finally arrived.
Who are they?
Why don't you tell Jamie here who you are?
My name's Stephanie. This man came into our house and grabbed us and is holding us at gunpoint, and I don't know who he is, but he's crazy. You have to help us.
Now, Mrs. Foster. We're just beginning. Your turn. Tell Jamie who you are and what you're doing here.
My name is Chad Foster. I don't know why we're here. I don't know what he wants. I don't know who he is. Please help us.
Chad!
You know what you're here for. Your pretty little wife may not know, Mr. Foster, but you and I both know, don't we? Not gonna spill it, huh? Very well.
So you never answered the first part of my question. Why am I here?
Why are you here? Why are you here? I'm going to give you the chance to interview me. You're going to get to ask those hard-hitting questions that all the reporters and investigative journalists would like to ask the crazy person holding people hostages. And I'm going to spill it. I'm going to answer your question. You're going to get the story of the year, the story of your life.
Is that what the cameras are for? So I can record all this on film?
Record it? No. We don't live in a record-it world anymore. We live in a streaming world now. This is going to be a live interview.
Live stream? How can you live stream two people being held against their will? How can the cops not show up?
Because I'm smart, Jamie. I'm smarter than the cops. I'm smarter than those hackers that are going to try to get through that digital maze to find out where our whereabouts are once we go live. But you know what? they might actually get there eventually. They might actually get to the center of that maze. But I doubt if they do before we get done with our little story. Hey, I've got 2 angles on this room. Could really use a third. Why don't you put your gear up on that tripod there and plug it in? We're live, and we've got viewers. Just about ready to begin.
So now the interview, do we start? Are you ready?
Almost. I just gotta get myself ready. You know, gotta pump myself up.
Hey, don't!
Oh my God, Chad! What did you do?
Neat trick, huh? There's no cell coverage in here unless I say so. Nobody can see or hear what we're doing in this place. And the neighbors, well, the neighbors are kind of used to random gunshots and screams in this neighborhood. I doubt that anybody even heard it.
What the fuck did you do, man? You just shot that fucking guy. Why did you do that?
To make my point perfectly clear to you, this is serious business for me. And if it's serious for me, it's goddamn serious for you. I don't want you thinking that you can sleep on the job or slack off, and I don't want you to think that this was gonna be easy.
But you just shot an innocent man.
Not so innocent. He had his problems just like you or I. Chad was an all-American guy, married to his little wife Stephanie here, living the all-American dream, except for one tiny little difference. He had a habit that gets you put on lists. The type of thing that makes you go door to door in your neighborhood, telling on yourself to your neighbors if you ever get caught.
A pedophile?
Well, not physically, at least not yet, but he had a nice collection on his computer. You should have seen the crazy shit on his hard drive.
Is that what this is all about? You want me to interview you so the world can see what a great guy you are? Make you out like you're some kind of superhero?
No, I'm no hero. I'm no vigilante. Chad and his little wife here are here only to make my point perfectly clear to you.
Well, if you're no hero, then you're the villain.
I'm just a man, Jamie. Just a simple man with a not-so-simple plan. Why do you have to put labels on everything? Well, why do people always have to think that they're going to be in these little boxes, black or white, left or right? People are not that easy. We're not that easy. Well, now that we've got that little bit of trouble taken care of, we ready to proceed? The live feed has commenced. We've got a few thousand people online. Kind of a modest number, but I suspect that'll grow. Well, go ahead, introduce yourself and tell people why you're here.
Okay. My name is Jamie Spencer. I'm the owner of Night Watch Video, and I'm here at...
Jamie, we don't want to let our viewers know our whereabouts, or I might have to do something to Stephanie. Understood? Good. Let's continue.
Again, my name is Jamie Spencer. I'm the owner of Night Watch Video, and I'm here tonight to interview this man on various topics of his choosing. He's made it clear to me not to disclose our location tonight during the interview. As you can see, he's taken a couple of hostages, and one of them he's murdered.
Technically, I've taken more than 2 hostages, Mr. Spencer.
Oh, okay, he's taken more than 2 hostages, including me.
Perfect. Perfect.
So, I guess we begin now. What do you want me to ask you?
Ask me why I'm angry.
Okay, why are you angry?
I'm angry because our system is fucking rigged. The little guy doesn't get a fair shake anymore.
So you're saying life isn't fair?
Yes, but so much more than that. Not only is life not fair, it's designed to remain that way forever and ever. The American dream is dead if it was ever alive in the first place. No matter the hard work and toil you put in, somebody's always there to pull the rug out from underneath.
Well, people don't always succeed in life. Boo-hoo. Life isn't fair. You made sure that life didn't end fair for Chad over there. That's your fault, no one else's.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I believe you're starting to get it. You're able to ask me the hard questions and not worry about whether or not you're going to take it easy on me just because I have a gun in your face. Let's continue. Ask your next question.
Why did you kill Chad? Was he your first murder, or is this a regular thing for you?
Chad was the first man I've murdered. In fact, this is the first crime spree I've ever been on. I mean, apparently I've been saving up all my bad thoughts for one last hurrah.
You didn't answer the first part of my question. Why did you kill him?
I killed him to prove my point to you, Jamie, and to the viewing audience. I mean business.
Why didn't you just turn him into the cops? I mean, if all that was true, wouldn't they have taken care of him?
The cops don't always get it right, Jamie. I would think you would have some insight into that. And besides, Chad didn't die for his crimes tonight. His death proved to you the validity of tonight. Death has a way of bringing gravity to a situation.
Are you planning to kill any more people tonight?
More people will die before the night's over.
Are you planning to kill me then?
No, I'm not planning on killing you, Jamie, unless you force me to. I'd much rather leave you alive.
What was your childhood like?
Normal, modern childhood. Mom and Dad divorced when I was pretty young, about 6, I think. Oh, they were good people. I lived with my mother, saw my father on weekends and holidays. Can't blame either my mother or my father for the path I've chose. There's other people to blame for that. I did all right in school, good grades and all that, but I was bullied, tortured. Friendships were few and far between. That went on into adulthood. You see, I've always had trouble connecting with people on an emotional level. I've always preferred analytical data. Really didn't find my passion until I got my first computer. It was for my 12th birthday. I remember it so well. My mom and dad, despite being divorced, bought that for me together. That was the best gift I ever received.
So you like computers?
Like computers, I love them. I speak their language. They never judge or bully. They always tell you the truth, or at least their perception of it.
Do you work in the computer industry? Are you a programmer?
I do. I did. I am a programmer. I loved it. I'm good at it.
And now?
Now, I don't. I got fired a few years ago and freelance since then, but to be honest, most of my time and effort have been to do this. Once she? No, we'll get to that. Not yet. Not yet. Is your throat a little dry? Do you need a drink?
Yeah, I think so.
Go ahead. If I wanted you dead, I think I've already proven that the gun works. Can't be having your throat get too dry now.
Thanks. You think we could move Chad out of here? I think he's upsetting Stephanie.
He's fine right where he's at.
Well, just maybe he...
I said he's fine.
Okay. I just thought I'd ask. I mean, he's kind of distracting. It's kind of hard to concentrate with a dead body at your feet.
Oh, for crying out loud. Well, come on, this was your idea. Just get him out of here. That better now? You ready to resume?
Sure. So, normal childhood, love of computers. There's really nothing here to indicate how we've ended up here. Do you care to give some insight into that?
Love. Love is what brought us here. Love, loss, and desire for vengeance. You see, despite my distaste for my fellow man, I did finally meet somebody that I was mostly compatible with. Her name was Sarah.
Sarah, she sounds nice. How'd you meet her?
We met in a coffee shop, of all places. She was a barista at the coffee shop that I frequented in my neighborhood. I used to go there every day before work, grab a cup of coffee, sit, relax. Kind of my thing to go get ready to gear up for the day, you know? I was pretty young, in my 20s. She was a student studying computer programming. We had that in common. Started out just small talk. Mostly about computers. But it actually grew into a pretty strong friendship. She used to be able to talk to me about things and pry little pieces of my life out more and more as we got to know each other. I told her things that I'd never told anybody. My hopes, my fears, my dreams.
And then?
And then I finally got up the courage to ask her out. You should have seen the look on her face when I finally did it. She broke into this big smile. She'd been waiting a long time for me to finally ask. That single smile's one of my best memories.
Did you get married?
Yes, we did. After she graduated, we got married, moved in together, and it was bliss. Though we had our fights occasionally, just like any other married couple, but it always ended in reconciliation. Love always won out at the end of the day. Yeah, she got a job being a computer programmer, and I continued to climb the ladder at my job, eventually making my way into management. You see, she was able to teach me about the social graces, help me become a better person, a better man, a better employee, and eventually a manager.
So what happened to her? I mean, you're talking about her in past tense. Did she leave you? Did you leave her? Did you catch her cheating? Or what?
Never! She would never cheat. She'd never leave. She was my savior. She is my savior.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. It's just that's how a lot of these stories end up.
Well, not mine. Not my story. Sarah was my angel. She was my hero. She is my hero. She gave me the greatest gift any man can receive.
What did she give you?
A daughter. She gave me my daughter. She died giving me my daughter.
I'm sorry. It must have really been hard on you.
Yes, it was. Sarah and I had been trying to have a child for so long, we just didn't think it was even in the cards for us. I mean, we'd pretty much given up when all of a sudden Sarah was pregnant. The day my daughter was born should have been the greatest day of my life, and I was lost. I was lost, left to grieve, left to raise a child on my own. Me, someone with no social graces, is now going to have to raise another human being.
Raising kids is tough, even for two parents.
Yes, it is. I had to learn how to bottle feed and how to change a dirty diaper. I had to learn what to do when a child has a fever and how to settle an upset tummy. I learned how to be both father and mother. And eventually she grew. I mean, 1-year-old, 2, 3, and so on. And you know, she eventually drug me back into social circles. Soccer practice, cheerleading, all the things girls do as children. I actually learned how to be a human being again. You see, some people have a vitality to them, an intensity. My wife had it, and she gave it to my daughter. I mean, when either of them walked into a room, all eyes gravitated to them. And it wasn't just their beauty, because they were both beautiful, but it was so much more than that. Me, I was just a bystander. I was happy there. I was happy to just have a small slice of that attention.
You're talking in past tense again. You're talking about your daughter in past tense. Is there something else I need to know?
It happened when she was 16. I was working late that night. Had to pay the bills. Jessica, my daughter, decided to had to stay after school that night. Like father, like daughter. Do you know, she tried to convince me to buy her a car for her 16th birthday, but I told her, no, you need to concentrate on your schoolwork, not worry about a car. That was a bullshit excuse. Truth was, I was afraid that if she had a car, she'd be out all the time running with her friends. And I needed her. I couldn't live without her. Well, that night she decided to walk home from school for whatever reason. I don't know why she didn't get a ride from her friend. Why didn't I get her a car for her 16th birthday? Or why didn't she go ahead and get a ride from her friend? You see, there was this guy hiding in the alley. He saw her from a distance. He decided he had to have her. He couldn't resist. Just had to have her.
That can't be. You're not telling me you're Jessica Markland's dad.
Surprise.
No way. What is this?
Would you pick up that chair and sit back down?
What is this? What the fuck are you trying to do?
Pick up that chair and sit back down, Jamie.
What the fuck do you want from me?
If you'll pick up the chair and sit back down, I'll tell you why the last person to see my daughter alive is filming my story. Good. That's better. We still have a little bit to go before we're finished.
Are you gonna kill me?
I've already told you I don't want to kill you. I think that'd be far too easy for you.
I don't understand. I didn't kill your daughter. Don't you know that? The guy that killed her's in jail. They caught him.
I know you didn't kill my daughter, but you watched her die right there on that street corner, stabbed multiple times, raped, and you did nothing but record it on your cell phone.
I didn't know what else to do.
Didn't know what to do? Didn't know what to do? You had a fucking cell phone in your hand. I mean, you could have called the cops, but no, she's there all alone. All alone. And you fucking filmed it. You may not have killed her, but you sure as hell let her die.
No, I didn't get it then.
You still don't fucking get it. You're still out every night profiting from the pain of others. It's people like you that bring out the worst in people.
Bullshit. I may be guilty of a lot of things, but I'm not a fucking monster. If you want to blame me for your daughter's death, that's fine. But you don't go blaming me for the public's hunger for dirt. I'm not the only one that stops and looks at car wrecks. Other people are the monsters. I just give them what they want. I'm not the fucking monster. It's the human race that's to blame.
You're right, Jamie. You're right. It's other people that are responsible for the world's depravity. But you're the drug dealer that feeds them those things they shouldn't have. And that makes you a special kind of sick.
You never killed anybody.
Not yet.
Please, I didn't do anything. Please let me go.
Tonight, you get to join me on my road to absolution. You get to make an actual decision instead of sitting around filming it from the sidelines.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm giving you a choice, Jamie. Someone else is gonna die tonight. One of your choices is Stephanie.
I'm not killing anyone. You want to kill me, you're gonna have to do it. I'm not gonna decide between my life and hers. You're gonna have to make that decision, you sick fuck.
I don't want to kill you, Jamie. What would be the point of all that? What would our audience think if I let you off that easy?
Well, what the fuck are you talking about then? Who else are you talking about?
Tit for tat. One for another. Daughter for daughter.
No.
There's your choice, Jamie. Who dies tonight? Your daughter or Stephanie? It's up to you.
You sick fuck. You sick fuck.
Sick fuck? Yeah, that's right. I am what the world has made me. I am the new Frankenstein's monster, not made up of random body parts, but of random memes, random hate speech, random propaganda, and drunken ramblings. I am America incarnate. Your daughter is going to die tonight, slowly and painfully, if you don't kill this woman sitting next to you.
I can't. You can't ask me to do this.
I'm not asking. One bullet, one shot. The choice is yours, Beth or Stephanie. One of them dies tonight.
Maybe I'll just kill you.
Do you really think I haven't thought of that and taken precautions? Do you want to take that risk? You have 30 seconds to make a decision. Beth or Stephanie?
Your name is Jamie, right? Jamie? Jamie, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this, Jamie.
I'm sorry, it's my daughter.
No, you don't. There has to be another way. You don't have to do this. Please.
10 seconds. Do it now or I swear your daughter's dead. I knew you could do it.
My daughter. Where's my daughter?
We're almost finished now. Only one more task to complete. Lesson's almost over. Last bit before I'm done. My last. last act.
Where's my daughter, you sick fuck? Where?
She's in the hall! She's been here all along! All along!
Beth! He's coming, baby! Beth! Beth! I'm coming! I'm here! Beth, I'm coming, baby! I'm here!
One last lesson for you, Jamie. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, no matter how good you try to be, the world has a way of taking away everything you love anyway. I killed Beth hours ago. I had her recorded because you had to have hope. Had to hope, or the lesson wouldn't have been any good. Sometimes a hero doesn't win. Sometimes everyone loses. Transmission ended.